Hey man, have you talked to Lance about the Ranger lately?
I haven't. I wonder what he's up to.
Working on the tedious task of tearing apart the stock LS harness. There's the pile of plastic sheathing and stuff that was around the harness. Marked my wires, stuff that should probably is going to be kept. Some of it is marked like the AC that's going to be deleted. But I get to start unpinning from the ECM and these connectors and taking out all the wires that don't need to be in there that I'm not going to be using. Here's some of the stuff that I still need to be installing on the truck. Got us a battery box because I'm going to be relocating the battery back into the back right corner of the box of the truck. We have a ICT billet valley cover. Those are some ARP exhaust manifold bolts because I got a few broken off in the manifolds. 2.5 inch exhaust V-band clamps. Had to get a new starter. Kind of fell subject to the holiday sales and picked me up a brand new B&M shifter from Holly. It's on sale. It's a very, very beautiful piece. Had to also get the trans cable and the new gate for it. Also got some jumper cables here that I'm going to be using as my positive and negative leads going from my battery all the way up to the front of the truck. Along with that, we got ourselves a all-star switch, some ends, some battery ends, and I've been fabricating and working on the radiator. That's the start of the upper mount. Just been taking a while trying to figure out what exactly I wanted to do and how to mount it. But that's what we've been working with. If you guys didn't see the fuel line video, we did get the fuel lines all in. I added this DEI heat shroud to the lines just because, I mean, the exhaust is going to be right here, so I didn't want to melt those nylon lines. If you watched the video, you've seen how easy it is to heat that nylon just to shove the fittings in. I finally figured out the steering. Didn't really film a whole lot, but here's the difference between the new shaft and the old shaft. See, we got this joint is cut off of here. This is the original shaft that was in the truck. Had a bolt right past the firewall in the engine bay right there, and then there was a rag joint on this end that I cut off. I was gonna try to splice it in, and then it took me forever to find this joint, figure out what it actually was as far as the spline count on the gearbox. Once I figured it out, and then got this joint from Speedway Motors. It's a 36 spline to a 3/4 double D, and then this joint just happened to be a 3/4 double D, so I cut it off of there and pounded it in there, welded it in, and works perfect. Tied into the truck. Yeah, it'll be easy, they said. Yeah. It's been giving me a headache. And I got all my wires on the LS harness. They're all labeled to tie them into the Ford truck harness. which is, yeah, fun. So it's been, that's what I've been working on. It's very time consuming, and like I said, it's giving me a headache, literally. But yeah, there's a lot of wires getting rid of. Some, this is the original plug for the engine harness for the Ranger. So that will be plugging into power wires and stuff for the LS, and then getting rid of the rest of the wiring. But that's what I'm working on.
Oh, so he hasn't got that shit running yet.
Like, you have room to talk.